Hello students, today in the today's session we'll be starting it with the switch case part in the BlueJ. Okay, so what do you mean by the switch case? So switch case is nothing but it is having the same combination of the if else if statement only. So whichever the functioning or the flow of the switch case is there, it's exactly the same as the if else if statement. Okay, what is the major difference over there? If there is a if statement and there is also a switch case, so why the compiler, that is the why the whoever has discovered this language, why this statements have been discovered then separately if it is performing the same thing? So the major difference over here, student, is that in the switches there is a multiple cases is them, and multiple cases is executing the multiple blocks. Okay, next, one more major difference is that every case is consisting a break statement. Keep it in mind. So whenever if my any one of the case is getting executed, it will be getting break and straight away it will be coming outside the loop. That means the pointer won't be executing the further statements like this. Okay, so suppose if my case 1 is getting executed, it will be printing whatever my value is there, that is a Monday, and straight away break hoga and then it will be terminating it outside the loop. So hence, for whatever the code is there, that code won't be getting executed. But in a case if my second condition is not satisfied, third, fourth, fifth, and so on till nth n minus 1 तक, बट अगर एक भी मेरा कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रहा है, then by default whichever the last case will be there, that last case will be gonna executed it. Okay, yes, one more thing over here is that the compiler is capturing this number. So always keep it in mind, this number should be in the series format. You can't take it as a 1 then 3 and then 4 and 5. If you take it, not an issue, but only the thing is that obviously the user responsibility to write down the sensible data, correct data with a proper synchronization format. Okay, so we'll see how the execution of this program is happening it over here. I have run the example. Yeah, so as you can see it on the screen, my class name is my class. Okay, inside the main function, what the compiler has done, it compiler has straight away it has specified it as a 4. I can't do the editing over here. Okay, if I would have done the editing over here as a 2. Okay, so in case if I would have written the 2, so what I'll be getting the output, so inside the 2 whichever the statement is there, so I'll be getting the result here as a Tuesday. Okay, so after 2 it will be gonna break and straight away it will be terminating it outside the loop. So one enhanced feature in this switch case is that multiple cases we can work out in the one program. Okay, so if I wanted n number of functions or n number of cases is to be executed in a single program, at that time I'll be making usage of a switch case statement, and this case number is gonna capture it. And if none of the case is gonna executed it, then by default the last statement will be gonna executed it. Okay, clear, students?
Yep, clear.
Okay, yeah. One more thing I would like to tell you over here, that in the question only, that is in the output, we are seeing it only the Thursday, right? So if I want it in the output as a user defined value, like enter the day number. So obviously I would like to write down over here that system.out.println in the double quotes enter the number day या फिर day number, then the user will be gonna capture it. So user capture करने के लिए यहाँ पर once again read line function और input int करके read int function है वो हम लोग को use करना पड़ा था. Then next thing is, फिर ये 4 जो है, तो ये this thing we won't have been written over here, right? Because अभी ये कोडिंग में 4 लिखा है, तो ये सिर्फ आउटपुट मुझे थर्सडे देगा. That means whenever I'll be executing this program, I'll be getting the same result. So what I wanted, that whenever I'll be executing this program multiple times, so I want the multiple outputs, that sometimes I want it a Sunday, sometimes I want it as a Friday or Saturday, like that. So for that purpose, this 4 we need to remove it. So that is the difference over here. Okay, so I hope it is clear with the switch case. Any
No,
query in
ma'am, can
this?
you explain it again?
Okay. Yeah, so students, there is one more variation in this program is that what I have done it that initially I have taken the 7 cases, right? And here I have specified as a case 7th. So when I'm executing this program, what it was happening it that when the user is going to enter the value 1, I used to get it the output as a Monday. When user is here, enter the value 2, I used to get the output as a Tuesday, and so on till 7th tak. Yes or no? So that scenario was different. Like this case was there. But now, if the user is entering the case number 8, so what it is happening it will be showing me a runtime error. So that means what it is happening it my program is getting it in the fault. That means I wanted the output which should be in the proper standardized format, right? So what was happening it that this is not a proper coding format. User 7 के आगे भी enter कर सकता है ना. So it's user thinking level that user can enter 70 or in case 77 भी enter हो सकता है. So at that time what I wanted that if the user is entering excluding 1 to 7 any number, so at that time the compiler should print it that user has specified or entered the invalid number. Getting it? So for that case what we'll be doing it over here that I'll be taking one more case over here and which will be known as a default case. So by default isko default कहते हैं. Getting it? So keep it in mind, this is nothing but a default is also a keyword, and here I'll be specifying it as a not a valid day या फिर invalid लिखेंगे. ठीक है? So now I'll show you how it is happening it. So first I'll clear the output screen and then compile it. Yeah, so when the user is entering till 7, okay, so I'll show you till 7. Yeah, I got it as a 7. Okay, but now when I'm executing it and I'm entering except 1 to 7 any another different number, so suppose if I enter it the 100, so it will be giving me the output as a not a valid day. Got it? So this is also one more a very very powerful technique in the switch case. That means what it is happening it the my code is getting very uh what we say in the very flow in a very proper synchronization format and with a very compressed level. That means my coder has done the coding in the very well synchronized way with the help of the switch case. Got it? And if that case is not supportive, then the by default case will be gonna executed on the output screen. So just take a screenshot of this thing. Done?
Yes.
Okay, so now you can take a screenshot of this one also. This is also the important one, which I have made the modification at the last one. Okay.
Done.
Shall I highlight this one so that when you'll study it, you'll get to know that what the changes we have made it.
Okay.
Okay, so here we have done with the switch case.